How does eco-apartheid impact climate justice? Imagine a world where some communities are pushed to the edges of environmental protection and resource access. That's what eco-apartheid is all about. It's a form of environmental discrimination that targets marginalized racial or ethnic groups. These groups often face restrictions on land, water, and natural resources, which are vital for survival and climate resilience. When certain communities are denied access to clean water or healthy land, they become more vulnerable to climate change impacts like floods, droughts, and pollution. Eco-apartheid is often driven by political and economic control. For example, in areas like Palestinian territories, policies limit water access and control land use, making it harder for residents to adapt to climate challenges. These actions violate basic human rights and prevent communities from building resilience against climate disasters. It's a clear example of environmental racism, where poorer or marginalized groups suffer more from pollution and ecological harm. Meanwhile, wealthier communities can often shield themselves from these impacts, creating a stark divide. This situation deepens climate injustice because it makes it harder for marginalized groups to participate in decision-making. They lack the political power to influence how resources are managed or how climate policies are shaped. This imbalance means that responsibility for climate action is unevenly distributed, often leaving the most vulnerable behind. Addressing eco-apartheid requires recognizing these power imbalances and giving marginalized communities more control over their land and resources. It also means ensuring they have access to clean water, sustainable livelihoods, and a voice in climate decisions. International efforts must focus on dismantling policies that promote environmental discrimination. Supporting communities in developing local solutions and protecting their rights is essential. When we confront eco-apartheid, we take a big step toward fairer climate justice. It's about making sure that no one is left to suffer the worst impacts of climate change simply because of where they come from or their background. By tackling these inequalities, we can move toward a future where climate resilience is a shared responsibility and everyone has a fair chance to thrive.